Hello students, so this is Sheetal madam here. You might be surprised that how Sheetal madam is here, but from today onwards I am going to teach you English. So yes, this is Sheetal madam for your subject English. So and I hope you are doing well at home. So I am starting from lesson 6 from unit 6, my childhood. So open the page number 68. See, this is the story of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. You know very well who was the APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the great scientist as well as our President of India also. So this is the autobiography of APJ Abdul Kalam. It's taken from Wings of Fire. Wings of Fire is one book and it is just an extract, means it is just a part taken from that book. So let's see and what is the written here and how it is described about APJ Abdul Kalam, and he is the own author of this story. So I am starting from before you read. Can you think of any scientist who have also been statesmen? APJ Abdul Kalam, whose projects in space, defense and nuclear technology guided India into the 21st century, became our 11th president in 2002. So he was the president of India from 2002 to 2007. And in his autobiography, Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood. So in this story we will see what is the childhood of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So paragraph 1. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwar in the Eastwide Madras state. Eastwide means Eastwide is former, it means just former state, Madras. Madras is now known as a Tamil Nadu, but from on that days it was called as a Madras. So he was born in a middle class family in Rameshwaram and from Tamil family. My father, Jainuddin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. Innate means, see the meaning, inborn, it means natural. Now he is talking about his father, whose name is Jainuddin. He don't have much education or he don't have much money also, wealth. But in nature, he was a wise person, he was a wise man and he was very kind. Generosity means kind person, or you can say being kind. It is just nature of a person. So he was very kind. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother, Ashiamma. So now his mother name is Ashiamma, who was very was support system of his father. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. So he is telling that his mother was also very kind, very helpful to others, that he fed every day he fed lots of people at his home. So he was very kind that his family, for adding all the family members of his family, it is, you can say, double number of people she used to feed on every day. a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. Now see the meaning of undistinguished. Undistinguished means something ordinary or common. Means he was a common personality, you can say. In look wise, he was a very common. And his family members were very tall, but he was very opposite to that. He was short. He lived in our ancestral house. Ancestral means he inherited it from your grandparents, you can say, from ancestors, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. So that house was from his grandparents. It was a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Musque Street in Rameshwaram. So his house was pakka. Pakka means it is just mixture of limestone, bricks and cement. And it was situated in Musque Street in Rameshwaram. My Austrian father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. Austrian means simple. His father was very simple and strict. He don't like to spend lot of money. He don't want to waste. He don't like to waste money. My Austrian father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. So he was saying that I was very proud to have these parents, that they were very strict, very simple, but as a parent they were very wise. They were giving anything to the people, to them. It was about, you can say, either materially or emotionally. Materially means all the materialistic things like wealth, like lots of, you can say, luxurious items. He had all of them. The Second World War broke out in the 1939 when I was 8 years old. So you can guess that he was 8 years old on 1939 when was Second World War broke. So we can guess that he was born in 1931. For reasons I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. And after that, there was lots of demand for tamarind. Tamarind means imli cabbage. So there was lots of demand for tamarind seeds. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Musque Street. Then he was doing a great job. He was collecting all that seeds and was selling that to the shops, provision shops. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of one anna. Princely means generous amount. It was just, but here it is iconic. You can say anna means it is anna. One anna is equal to 6 paise on that time. So it was actually small amount, but for him, as he was 8 years old boy only, so as for him it was a very big amount. He was doing a very good job as compared to his age. My brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell me stories about the war, which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani. So Dinamani is here a newspaper, Tamil newspaper. So he used to hear stories of war from his brothers, and after that he just pointed that in Dinamani newspaper. Our area being isolated. See the meaning of isolated. Isolated means lonely, cut off. It was cut off from the others. Was completely unaffected by the war. island on Rameshwaram. You can see in the map, it was just small island. So the effect of this war was not affecting actually to this Rameshwaram, to this district. So it was not affecting there, that war was. But soon India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. Now see, Allied forces, it is the armies of UK, US and Russia during the Second World War. It means all these countries get together to a war. So India also participated in this, and that is why emergency was declared. Emergency means president rule. Like now see, coronavirus is going on, that is why from 23rd March maybe it was declared the president rule in some areas. It means that there was curfew on whole day. So only some whichever privileges you can take, you cannot take in this president rule. The first casualty came in the form of the suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram station. Casualty means, see, casualty means loss and suspension means the end to something. So means first loss they have to face that the train which stopped at the Rameshwaram station, that was not supposed to stop there now. They would directly go to the Dhanusodi. We will see in next line. The newspaper now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameswaram road between Rameswaram and Dhanuskodi. So see on the page number, here is not mentioned that. You can see in the map that Rameshwaram and quite later on Dhanuskodi is there. So it was not, the newspaper was not allowed because the stoppage was cancelled. The train could not stop at the Rameshwaram station, so that all the newspapers were thrown out from the you can say from the train for moving train to Rameshwaram station only, and because there was no any stoppage, that forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles, and as if naturally I filled the slot. So see, the first meaning of fill the slot means fit into a place easily. It means his cousin was Samsuddin, who suggested him that they were throwing that newspaper, you just have to catch the newspaper and need to distribute that to the persons. So Abdul Kalam was very fit the slot, he was very fit to that job. Samsuddin helped me on my first wages. Wages means salary. So from there he started to working, and his first salary came from Samsuddin. Half a century later, I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. Half century means now it has been 50 years maybe. So he can feel that pride now also. See the surge of pride, sudden increase in the feeling of satisfaction derived from one's own achievement. He was so feeling proud that he is achieving something at his own. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific socio-economic and emotional environment and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. Now, inherited means some, or you can say some nature, some things are inherited from your parents by your birth. So he takes this inherited, like things or emotion environment. He took all these things from his parents. Figures of authority. See, a person who has the power to give orders or to make decisions. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. From my mother, I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness, and so did my 3 brothers and sisters. And from his father, he inherited honesty, loyalty and self-discipline. And from his mother, he inherited the faith in goodness, in all the good things, in all the kind things. And so that his three brothers and sisters also did that. I had 3 close friends in my childhood. Now he is introducing his closest friends, his best friends from his childhood. Ramanda, Sastri, Arvindan and Shiv Prakasam. All these boys were from the Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. Orthodox means strict, very strict about their religion. Also, his friends were Hindu Brahmin. As children, none of us ever felt any difference amongst ourselves because of our religious differences and upbringing. But from the childhood, they never felt any distinguish between them, any differences between them. Is there any, or you can say, religious restriction? No, there was not. So their upbringing was like that only. There is no any religious restriction. In fact, Ramanda Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Priest, I think you know, Pujari. He was the one of the high priest, Pujari of the Rameshwaram temple. The Rameshwaram temple was very famous in that area. Later, he took over the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father, and later on his friend who became priest from who took the priesthood of his father later on. Arvindan went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Shiv Prakasam became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. So this is the description of his friends who were born after some time. So catering means, see, who supplies the food and water. So his third friend, Shiva Prakashan, was the one catering contractor who was supplying the food and water to the Southern Railways. During the annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony, our family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site, situated in the middle of the pond called Rama Tirtha, which was near our house. So during annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyanam, what is this? This is the, you can say this is the grand marriage ceremony of Ram and Sita. So this is a, you can say, festival of Sita Rama Kalyanam in there. So they were celebrating. They were also participating in this. What they were doing, they were arranging the boats with a special platform. You can see in the picture, there is some special platform on that boat, and from there they have to carry the idols from the temple to the marriage site. Marriage site is situated in the middle of the pond. So they have to carry idols from boat into the water to pond. Tirtha, which was near our house, and Rama Tirtha was near his house. Events from the Ramayana and from the life of the Prophet were the bedtime stories my mother and grandmother would tell the children in our family. So, they are listening from childhood only the all the stories from Ramayana also, and from the life of Prophet means from the all another religions also, from Christian, from Muslims. These stories also they were used to learning that, used to listening that. So it is the main factor is that they were never taught that there is any distinction or distinguish between Hindu or Muslim or between any caste. All are same. One day when I was in the 5th standard at the Rameshwaram Elementary School, a new teacher came to our class. I used to wear a cap which marked me as a Muslim, and I always sat in the front row next to Ramanda Shastri, who wore a sacred thread. So one day what happened? When he was in 5th standard, there was a new teacher has come to their class, and this is no description of where Abdul Kalam sits and where his friends. So he was sitting at the front row, at the first row next to the Ramananda Shastri. So Ramananda Shastri was one you can say priest, Brahmin, and Abdul Kalam was Muslim, and it was his cap was indicating that he wore all the time that cap, that Muslim cap, and that is why it was showing that he was a Muslim. And Ramananda Shastri who wore the thread in his neck. So the new teacher could not stomach a Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy. Could not stomach means could not tolerate. He got so angry. He could not tolerate that Muslim and Hindu are sitting beside. In accordance with our social ranking, as the new teacher saw it, I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. I felt very sad, and so did Ramananda Shastri. So because of this social ranking, he punished Mr. Dr. Abdul Kalam that go to the last bench, and he got very depressed or very sad. And Ramananda Shastri, his friend, also felt same. He looked utterly downcast as I shifted to my seat in the last row. Downcast means sad or depressed. He was very depressed. His friend was feeling depressed or sad. The image of him weeping when I shifted to the last row left a lasting impression on me. And this was the lasting impression that he was seeing his friend was depressed, was crying to seeing that his friend APJ Abdul Kalam is moving from him. So this was our part 1. I will explain second part, or I will complete this story in next video. Thank you.